Welcome to Easy Time Solutions video training series over the Easy Clocking time and attendance system. This session is going to do a quick review over adding a special job with a guaranteed minimum as well as defining a job code for special jobs. There is a distinction between special jobs and jobs with a guaranteed minimum. It's a slight deviation on how you handle those. Both are extremely simple to add as well as remove if you do put them in erroneously or you need to move them from another spot. Let's talk about a job code that we need to add for a minimum time being worked that does not have a guaranteed minimum associated with it. In order to apply that job code, we will need to go over to the little circles that reference the job code. If we click on that little circle, it will come up with the jobs that are listed for that employee that they have the ability to do. Whatever we select will give us the appropriate job code. We'll click Save, a little pencil, and we'll have the appropriate job code in this column that will say this signified amount of time is going to be applied to this job code. In order to apply a job that is a guaranteed minimum, we want to apply this slightly differently. In order to apply a code that has a guaranteed minimum number of hours, we need to go over to the time itself and click on the time. In this case, we want to click on the little hammer. This is going to allow us to apply a job that has a guaranteed minimum number of hours. So let's say it's some sort of call-in. If I click on that and click the pencil, although we've only worked 3 minutes here between 2:02 p.m. and 2:05 p.m., that time now goes and follows the rules for what will happen with that guaranteed minimum job. In this case, it's 4 hours into overtime. As with both codes, we can always go back and remove that time as well simply by reversing the process. By doing that, we can take that back to regular hours approved. In order to break the day up, if the employee is not doing this on their own, we can go 2 different ways of handling this. Time card options and add time in between the shifts in order to add time within a day. As you'll note, on the 23rd, we have 2:01 to 2:01, and then 2:02 to 2:05, and 2:05 to 2:05. Breaking out the day in order to indicate that different jobs were accomplished. Or we can go to bulk time card edit, and here we can add time not just for one person, but for multiple people as well if we want to break that time apart for a certain person. Here we can see that we have the different times allotted for an individual, for Eric, and we can apply different jobs within the time card once we have that time broken up. Again, an employee can do this as well. If it is set up in the self-service, you can take a look at how to do those functions in the video about the employee self-service employee portal.